Welcome to today's reading with me. I'm Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and today we are doing channeled messages from Jesus for the festive season. So for each of these cards that you'll see before you, I have channeled a message which is written on the back for you, so that we can go through that in each of your piles. So you can pick this one, which is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3, and the timestamps are in the description, so you can go straight to your readings. I will be doing card readings as part of this to do with messages for the festive season, and then we'll have a look at the channeled messages as part of that. If you do like today's reading, please do click like and subscribe to help grow my channel so I can help more people like you. And if you want to work with me as a coach, an intuitive coach, love and life coach, then you can visit www.foxglovecoaching.com. That's in the description as well, and it shows you on my website there's all different options of different sorts of coaching you can have, but there's also on the Let's Talk page, there's also I don't know what I want option, so you can always click that if you're not sure, and we can have a conversation about how I can help you with therapeutic, psychological and spiritual methods. Enjoy your reading, Foxglove friends. Hello pile 1, welcome to today's reading. So today we are looking at channeled messages from Jesus for the festive season. Now on the back of this card I have written a channeled message for you. I'm going to pop it just there for now, just so that you can well have a look at that at the end, because for now I just want to see what is coming up for you in this festive season, pile 1. So please can we have some information for pile 1 about what is coming up this festive season. Metal Horse, engage the heart to heal. So I'm going to get a few cards out so that we can actually just build up a bit of a story to see what's going on. Can we have another card please for pile 1? Earth Rabbit, in harmony with the season. These cards are so pretty. Let's have a look. Spirit, what else have we got coming up for pile 1, please? The Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, interestingly. The Ten of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. And then let's get all of these. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. So the card at the bottom says the prayer as part of this card, and I think it's really interesting that the person is painting this unicorn here, this white unicorn. I think they're called grey. Sorry, I'm not somebody who works with horses a lot. And we've got that there as well. So it says, thank you for letting me lean on your strength. And this is to Archangel Michael. and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. So let's have a look what these cards are saying. So with regards to being in harmony with the season, now this will depend whether you're in the northern or the southern hemisphere. Now if you are in the southern hemisphere, obviously we're coming into springtime, and the cherry blossom and new beginnings are showing that. If you're in the northern hemisphere, we are in the winter time, and it's a time of rest. Now interestingly, this person here looks like the Four of Pentacles can quite often be where you're kind of guarding your energy a bit, or having to hold on to things in fear that you won't have enough sometimes, or just having to be a bit more careful, or you may be actually putting money to one side to save for something bigger and better in the future, and you might be working really, really hard, maybe too hard, pile one, to achieve that, and working with other people to try and get yourself to go through a different doorway, to take yourself into a different world. Now, there's obviously emotional or physical aspects here, because there's two elements of healing. So what it's asking you to do during this festive season is to take your head out of this situation a little bit, because given that we've got so many pentacle cards, there's potential elements where you might feel like you're lacking, like you haven't got enough money, or you haven't got enough energy, or you're not getting enough somehow from somebody maybe. And actually, if you just went into your heart space, you'd realise that you've got a very abundant environment. You've got everything that you actually need already. And if you're open to having more, and to recognising that the universe can provide you with so much, more will come into you. There's a big, I want to say, for some of you, it might be to do with a shift of that in harmony with the season. It might be the shift of stepping out of a winter mentality of having that there's nothing there, that there's barrenness, into a spring mentality where things are flourishing, things are coming to life, more is coming. And a lot of this is like an emotional healing. Pile one. So this is very interesting indeed. For some of you, it is because you're trying to provide for a family, or for a legacy, or you're trying to build something positive for yourself or for others around you, and you're working really, really hard to get there. And this is recognition, pile one, that you are working really, really hard, but do allow yourself to lean on others as well, is part of this, to get to where you're going. And maybe that is a big shift for you, that rather than trying to guard and take care of everything yourself, that you need to lean on others during this time. And the festive seasons are all about miracles, and being able to allow the spirit of people around you, the generosity in the darkest of times, to bring in the light and to be supported and blessed, so that you can walk through to this other way of being. And you have the power to do that, pile one. So Spirit is saying in this moment, you are empowered to make the changes. If you're feeling upset, or you've got issues with your heart, or you've got pain and sort of emotional upset in some ways, allow yourself to be supported by others. Allow yourself to recognize that you are surrounded with so much hope, I want to say, pile one, because the springtime is very, very, very much about hope. cherry blossom is very much about hope. I like the fact that with both these pictures here, we've got things that are blowing, you know, the leaves, the petals are blowing about. It's about going with the flow of life, with that, and relinquishing a degree of control, I want to say. Pile one. So let's have a look at some advice cards for you. There's certainly, I feel like there's a bit of a mentality shift required. Oh, this one's, look, devotion and dreams fulfilled. So the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So there may be elements of fear within this pile one. This scene is kind of autumnal, and it's showing you release the past pains. In autumn, we let things die away that no longer serve us so that we can step into a new life. Hope, I'm going to say hope again. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt said that. Devotion and dreams fulfilled. It's all, you know, good things are coming to you. There's an element of trust required, and an element of needing to allow yourself to lean on others a little bit, knowing that that there will be support for you here, and you don't have to guard yourself, your energy, quite as much as you're possibly doing. You don't necessarily need to guard your finances as much as you're doing. Let's see what else is coming. Can I have some more information, please, for Pile 1, Spirit? Lilac. I love lilac. The smell of lilac carries, and this again is sort of a springtime flower. It carries so far, and it lifts your heart. Yeah, it says the first emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Now, love is the element that pulls you out of your head. And this again, engage the heart to heal. So it's asking you, and new love is springtime, you know, when everything wakes up and all the animals wake up and they're all kind of doing their little love dances to bring new things into the world. You know, it's that sort of season, isn't it? Well, this is telling you that there needs to be a shift from the hard work and the isolation and the pain from the past, as you come into a new period of hope and allow love to come into this. So whether this is about a romantic relationship or a situation, sometimes, I'm going to say this just in case it's relevant, so take it if it's relevant and leave it behind if not. Those who we love, whether it's romantic or platonic or a family kind of relationship, we can often see them as enemies because they have the biggest power to hurt us. However, if you look into your heart and recognise that they're just doing the best that they can with what they've got, and take an approach of compassion towards them and towards yourself, so that you're not being quite so hard on yourself, then it will allow you to live in a space of love more easily. Pile 1. I want to get, I want some more Archangel Michael cards for you. Spirit, can we have another Archangel Michael card, please? Yeah, okay. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So the prayer to Archangel Michael as part of this card is, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me the courage and strength. Lovely. And it's at this point I really want to look at what is in this channeling from Jesus. So we did this as part of we did this exercise of channeling messages from Jesus as part of my spiritual development group. And at the time, I really wanted to encourage those in the group to share the messages that they'd got. And I thought, really, actually, it would be nice for me to channel today. So, what was lovely, as I was channeling this first one today, I was watching. There was quite a storm going on outside. It was very windy. The rain was coming down, and I've got a table and chairs, and just outside, underneath the table and chairs, I saw a little robin taking shelter under my table and chairs. All alone it was, and it kind of supported in channeling the message that was in this card. And I thought I'd show you, just in case you're not from the UK. It seems in all different countries people have different versions of the robin, and like in America and Australia, they seem to be much bigger than the ones in Britain. So in Britain, the robin is a little tiny, little fragile, beautiful bird, and is often recognised as a messenger from spirit. And this is one in a red kind of British letterbox, you know, where we put our letters to go. So I just thought I'd show you that. So the message that I've channeled here from Jesus is: you may feel the need to hide, may feel small and vulnerable, but I am here in your heart. As the winds of life billow around you, hold fast, knowing that you are loved, that you are strong, and you will endure. To spread your wings and fly up and out into the open with joy in your heart once more. It is in times of fear that we find our faith and strength and depth of who we are. You may feel like no one can help you, but your strength, love, and fortitude will let you rise up again. Have hope in your mind, love in your heart, and trust in your soul. And this card was a card that I'd picked up when I was a child, so I used to collect postcards. And it says Ademus, Songs of Sanctuary, a sensual fusion of the classical and ethnic, uplifting, evocative and unique. Lose yourself in the music of Ademus. The album is available on the 15th of May 1995. So you can see how old this postcard is. So that is the divine message from Jesus. Have hope in your mind, love in your heart, and trust in your soul. So I want to get you a couple of final messages of potential outcome for you, as you allow support to come in for you, so that you don't have to go through the hurts and healing alone, so that you allow love to come in for you, so that you can feel less guarded. What is the potential final outcome for Pile 1 during this festive season? Please, Spirit. Fire snake, living from the heart. Yeah, so that is the shift that is coming during this festive season. There may be a recognition of people coming towards you, or that you don't have to hold on as tightly as you're doing, so that you can let love in. So you may feel very loved during this season, or may be able to switch out of living in your headspace and maybe overanalyzing things, or really going over a lot in your head, and rest in a positive place in your heart space. Your heart may be a big focus this season. pile 1. Oh, another snake. How interesting. Water snake. Access your inner knowing. So I like the fact that we've got the lotus flowers on here, because the lotus flowers blossom and bloom out of difficult times. And there's a little feather there, if you can see it, which represents spirit being around you. And it's in the number 8. Now, that number 8 is one of the luckiest numbers that you can have, because it's one of the most positive, you know, the flow of the number 8 is really positive. And I know in the Eastern worlds, it's a really, really positive number, and people seek to have it in their lives. But also I want to say that there's a shedding of the skin. You know, it's kind of, the snake is very much about rebirth, about going with the flow, without about using intelligence and instinct to progress. So if you are accessing your inner knowledge and living from the heart, that's a really empowered place to be. It's a really positive, empowered place to be. So that is the shift that is going to take place during this holiday season for you, pal 1. And that is, so you'll have much more peace and contentment once you have gone through this process. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a lovely festive season. If you did like this, please click on the like and subscribe button, and feel free to leave me a comment in the comments box. And if you want to work with me as a life coach, you can find that on my website, which is in the description. You can also book one-to-one readings with me via the Buy Me a Coffee link. I've got a shop in there as well. So take care, pal 1. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Welcome to today's reading. So you have picked this card. Now on the back of this card is a channeled message from Jesus. I'm going to read that later on in this reading, so I'm going to pop that there just for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some messages and information out for you about what is coming up, what is coming in for you this festive season. Spirit, what is coming in for pile 2, please, during this festive season? I'll get a few cards out and see what's going on. Woodpick, moving up the Did I just say woodpick? Woodpig, moving up the vortex. Wow, that's very pretty. Let's put that there. God. Oh, earth horse, stirring the cauldron. That's jolly interesting as well. So let's get some more cards out for you. Spirit, can I have some cards for pile 2 about what is coming this festive season? Let's have that one. The Queen of Swords. Two of Wands. Interesting. Five of Cups. The Hermit. The World. I'll get one of these. Eternal Love. Okie dokie. Well, it does look like you've got some interesting things going on during this festive season, Pal 2. Huge openings, huge potential. You may be taking some time out to be reflective about what's happened so that you can gather yourself, kind of recalibrate again to what's going on. I just want to read this Eternal Love card to you. So this is this is an Archangel Michael card, and the prayer to Archangel Michael as part of this card is: help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. Okay, that's so interesting. So you've got some well, I'm going to say you've got some shifts going on this season, this festive season. Um, you may leave something, a relationship or a situation. You may step away from something that drives you to spend a bit more time alone than you would normally. You maybe need to do meditations or to be reflective and just to take some time out to really understand certain things. Given that you're moving up the vortex, there's an element where you're shifting away from things that don't match your vibrational frequency anymore, pal, too. You know, sometimes it can be difficult to make shifts and changes because we feel upset about what may be lost. But actually, we've got the Two of Cups here still standing in the background. So this may be something to do with stepping away from certain friends or certain relationships. But what it is enabling is it's enabling the best and most positive connections to either be formed or to come to the forefront. So there's times where I've stepped away from certain friendships, and actually, in doing so, because the friendships or the relationship was chipping away at my self esteem or my self love or self value, once they were further away from me so that I wasn't engaging in that energy all the time, it helped me truly open up to how loved I was by other people in my life, to how much I was appreciated, and helped me open up to the world again. Because sometimes when something is happening that is making us sad, or if somebody is being harsh to us or in their headspace too much, at which it can almost be pushing us to make shifts and changes. Once we step away from that, it opens us up to the potential of the whole world, and the learnings that we've experienced from what we've left behind can then help us to open up to a bigger world. So if your vibrational frequency is shifting, you may find that you move away from those who've got certain mentalities of lack or certain mentalities of feeling, if they're choosing to live in a more negative way of being or a lower vibrational frequency, if they're doing things that aren't matching your values, or if they're behaving in ways that aren't that you don't think is a good thing. If they're doing something that isn't right for you and the way you want to live, then by stepping away from that, quite often, well, always, it will open up your world to bigger and better things. And there is a huge world out there. There is potential. You may find at this point in time that your energy is expanding, that you are expanding, that you're, how can I put this? I'm hoping this is making sense to you, pal, too, because I feel like somebody was stealing your light, or a certain situation, even maybe, was stealing your light, dulling your sparkle, if you like, because there was either too much being logical or critical, or judged. There may have been those elements going on, whereas by stepping away from this, that's pushed you into looking out and going, well, what else is there for me in life? What can I do? What can I have in life? Who can I be in life? And there's been a period where you may need, or there may be a period where you need to reflect on this. I'm just going to have a look at what this Earth horse is, because it's not, I feel like stirring the cauldron. So this card, so I'm just going to have a look in the book at this one to see what it says. It says this card invites you to take stock of resources available to you, including your gifts and talents, your skills and experience, knowledge gained and life lessons learned. They're your best asset and part of the journey that's empowering you to evolve into your own unique being. Add sweetness, reverence and gratitude into the mix. Throw in some prayers. Stir the pot with love and joy. Gather your support teams from the heavenly and earthly realms to share your joy. Your angels, your spirit guides, ancestors, collaborators, friends and family. You've come a long way. You've gone through pains and gains, and dedications have made you the person that you are. It's time to connect the pieces and package them into something that only you can offer. Okay, I'm glad I read that, because that's a lot of information that I think is so relevant to what we're talking about here. Refine your gifts in quiet and stillness to tune in to the earth's elements frequency of peace. Enrich your inner world first before you launch your offerings to the outside world. Absolutely. And that's where the hermit comes in here, where it's asking you to take a little bit of time out. So I just want to get a bit more information. As you take time out, pile 2, allow yourself to be in the energy of love, knowing that only love is real. So it's perceptions that create anger or hate or resentment or jealousy or sadness and fear and all those sorts of things, because at the end of the day, at a soul level, we're all living in love. At a soul level, once you pass to the other side, all of this earthly hurt and upset is cleared, because the truth of things is that only love is real. Pile 2. It's just that there's a lot of navigating to do around these different experiences on the earth plane, so that you can learn lessons at a soul level, building more resilience. Pile 2. There's not. This is about helping you to feel safe in receiving, expressing and giving love. So if you've been in a situation where you haven't been able to do that because somebody's been critical or harsh or hurtful towards you, it's actually a projection of their, because I'm just seeing the shield there, there's been a projection on you of somebody else's fears and angers and lack of trust, but that's not your fault, and you don't need to stay in that, pile 2. Oops. Sweet thoughts. Pray you love, remember, and there are pansies, that's for thoughts. So it's basically, don't dwell too much on anything that's been that you haven't enjoyed. Just know that you don't hold that as a shield around you. Don't hold past pains as a shield around you. This card is also reflecting that it's important that you recognise that you've learnt a lot of lessons. Bring in the sweetness and the joy and the happiness now. Pay attention to the beautiful little things in your life. Allow yourself to love what is around you. Allow yourself to love whether it's the decorations of the season or a pet or, plants and flowers, the little birds that are around. Whatever just allow yourself to enjoy the sweetness of the food even, so that you can bring moments of happiness more into your life in the little ways as well as the big ways. Let me just get this. So yeah, sweet pea, blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls, by Joseph Campbell. So and sweet pea is pretty cool because it it kind of can grow really tall. It's very spindly and doesn't always look that strong, but it climbs. It climbs and climbs, and the more it climbs, the more beautiful it becomes as it starts to show its petals and flowers. Um, so this is asking you, rather than dwelling on the past, rather than staying in this place of sadness, it's fine to allow the sadness or any upsets to come out so that you can express those and honour those feelings and honour what has been and gone if that's necessary, whether it's to do with friendships or a romantic relationship or even somebody who's passed, maybe, but I don't know if that, well, yeah, there's certainly somebody who's been very tricky to deal with. So however that resonates, just take that. But it's important for you to feel your way through to what you enjoy, and it will open a whole different world for you. So for example, I started playing the violin, and that was I couldn't help but love it. I loved it instantly, and it's led me to join a different group where I now play in a musical group, and we did our first Christmas concert the other day, which was scary but also really, really fun. So, just allow yourself to go with anything that you enjoy in life that brings you happiness, and and it will help to heal. Now I'm going to read the channeling from Jesus at this point, because I think now is a good time. So we've got lost in an illusion of time, space, expectation, perception, and mind. Who are you now? As you shift and change, your earthly self may battle to hold on to what once was, to whom you once were. But no more, dear love. Open your arms and let the rush of life wash over you like the most beautiful waterfall of heavenly light, cleansing and enlightening all that you are. In this moment, just be, without thought, without form, without control, and flow in the heavenly waves of existence, knowing this is your gift. So this is actually, these postcards are postcards that I picked up when I was a child from different places. I think this might have been from somewhere in London. I think that in, like, it was either Harrods or Selfridges. I think it was Selfridges. They used to have like postcards on the wall that you could pick up and take away for free. And this is a Reebok one, and it says, official sponsor of British athletics, Spa British Challenge GB versus select American team Crystal Palace, August 17th, 1997. So I'm just sharing that with you in case it means anything. So I want to get another card from Archangel Michael around this situation. I feel like this is going to be different levels of extremeness for some of you. So, for example, when I went through this scenario, it wasn't the greatest despair, but stepping away from certain people in my life did mean that I needed to take time to reflect. Whereas some, there's different levels of this. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Your home is protected by angels. This is interesting. So, the prayer for Archangel Michael as part of this is, Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. Okay, so there might be a situation if there has been a breakup, maybe it's impacting somehow on your finances. So this is just suggesting that you kind of pray, and also to show you that you are supported by the angels in this process. And if you're worrying about that at all, you can always work with me to clear any emotions, because the worry of things can sometimes bring it to fruition, whereas if you feel all right and it doesn't, you're happy and feel secure within yourself, then generally that supports positive outcomes, because what's on the inside is reflective of what you create on the outside. So if you do want to do any coaching and work with me on that, I do different work to change patterns and to clear any unwanted elements within your subconscious and unconscious mind which are bringing things towards you that you don't want. Also, if you're worried and you need to cut the cords with anybody, to be free of certain things in your life, we can do that as well as part of the coaching packages. You can just get in touch with me on my website, on the Let's Talk page on my website, which is all in the description. So I want to get potential outcomes. Can I have some potential outcomes for pile 2, please, Spirit? The Earth Ox, one with the universe. So this is showing that your energy really is going to shift and change to a place of peace and contentment. This does suggest sometimes that you might want to take up yoga, Tai Chi, or Qigong, whichever way you pronounce it. But you will be in balance once again in the future, and this festive season is going to allow that. It's going to enable that for you to step into balance, peace, and a much better and calmer place within yourself. Pile 2, Spirit, can I have another potential outcome card for pile 2, please? You're very welcome to work with me to get to this point if you need assistance, like I say. Oh, how wonderful. So, the other potential outcome card that's just come up, as you can see, is Earthbird, Phoenix rising from the ashes. So, pile 2, if you're going through a difficult situation, this too shall pass. This almost feels like a New Year's celebration to me, like a new year, new you. This is part of brushing off the old and rising up so that you can embrace this world element of all that is available to you, and so that you can shine as all the brilliant colours of the sun and stars and moon and earth that you are. That's absolutely wonderful. So good things ahead for you, pal, too. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if this resonated, so that I can help to build my channel to help more people like you. Take care, pile 2. Enjoy the festive season. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to today's reading. So you picked this card here. Now on the back of this card is a channeled message from Jesus, and I'll go into that in a little bit. We're going to get some cards out for you first, just to have a look at what is coming up for you this festive season. So let's get some cards cards for you to see what's coming up this festive season. So, pile 3. We've got the water sheep, wait and listen. We've got the metal dragon, waking the warrior within. Get some more cards and we'll build a picture. Spirit, can I have some more cards about what is coming in and what is going on in this festive season for pile 3, please? The King of Wands. The Four of Pentacles, interesting. The Page of Wands. The Page of Swords. Get one more. The Page of Pentacles. Wow, how interesting that you've got all the pages. So there's some kind of, I want to say, some wild energy going on around you, because it's all about newness, new ideas, new action, new money, you know, new things coming in for this festive season. I'm not done getting the cards yet though. Let me get one of these as well. What's interesting is the Four of Pentacles tends to be about trying to save your money, trying to put some aside so that you create a bit of a nest egg, or sometimes it's about guarding your energy so that you don't lose it all. You may have a lot of children around you. I'm going to say that, just if it resonates, pile 3, just take it if it resonates, leave it behind if it doesn't. You may have 3 children in specific around you, or you just may have many, or you just might have a lot of this kind of somehow young energy around you, this or newness, new energy, things going at speed, all sorts of ideas. Very interesting. It might make you clamp up a bit. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But sometimes, you know, when things happen too fast and you've got too much going on, and there's new stuff to do with financial things, we can go, "Ooh, what's going on? I need to like clamp down on my energy or clamp down on my life because it's all too much." But interestingly, it's showing and asking you to be in a place of peace as all this goes on, because there's something around this scenario where it's waking you up. There's a degree of clarity coming in for you. I'm just going to read you this as well. This is from the Archangel Michael cards. It says a prayer. So my prayer from Archangel Michael is what it says at the bottom. Dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else to whom you pray, such as Jesus, I ask for your divine intervention with whatever the situation is. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send me one, and this send me one. Sorry, that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. Well, golly, pile 3. It does feel like you've got a bit of a whirlwind going on around you. Very, very interesting energies that we've got going on here. So the King of Wands is very much about taking a leadership role within this. And I feel like during this festive season, you may need to be kind of like the mature adult as all of this goes on. You may feel the need to be intolerant or impatient and might be getting fed up with something that's happening, but actually um, you just need to walk your talk, be calm, and allow things to unfold, and be very honest. The King of Wands allows things to happen in a big way. So whether this is to do with you or whether it's somebody who's coming in to your life that you're maybe feeling a little bit self-protective about, you know what I mean? You might be feeling a bit guarded. There might be some travel going on for you and creativity. There's a lot of curiosity and exploration. It might be that you've got all these ideas, but you're not sure where to start, and you're ready to take a step into the unknown, and want to make your dreams come true. But part of you's still a little bit guarded. Interestingly, um, your mind might be going at 1,000 miles an hour about things. I wonder what this is actually to do with. You're going to have to take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because I haven't got anything about what this actually relates to at the minute. I might try and get that in a second. It's possibly just to do with how you're waking up to the world, but it's not time to take actions just yet. You almost need to observe, stay calm through all the stuff. So you might be getting um, all sorts of messages through. You know, you might have a message that sets you up where a message or the offer of something new coming through. Pile 3. But it's important that you stay true to your it's important that you stay true to who you are, to the integrity of kind of your faith, I almost want to say, whether no matter what that means to you, ask for help from spirit, from the people that you believe in. Keep an open mind about the new opportunities that are coming in, because it's like there's some form of adventure, or maybe you're going away for the festive season. But there's lots of curiosity and this all sorts of exciting energy going on for you. What else do I want to get for you? This is important. I might actually read this one to you, just because, so that you can really get. With the metal dragon, when the ego is involved, the law of karma takes over and the power becomes self-destructive. Focus on being of service to your community and the whole universe will be your most generous supporter. This card is a sign that you're ready to rise up to your highest potential. And it's interesting because we've got the King of Wands there as well. So it's about taking some form of a leadership role, about having your voice. But at the same time, don't be too impetuous. Be the calm, grown-up energy is what I want to say. Observe rather than absorbing all this kind of busy, all this sort of energy, and be careful not to kind of draw in to guard yourself, because you're actually meant to be open to the universe. It says the more you align your actions with the protective and assertive, oh my goodness, benevolent, there we go, sorry, Pathri, and courageous qualities of the divine masculine, the more connected you will be to the spirit within, which is the essence of yang metal. You are more powerful than you realise, and now that the warrior has awakened, it's time for you to take on a bigger leadership role. Yes, which is what it's saying here. In your circle, you have the gifts to build and strengthen a community, no matter how big or small your community is. The key to enlarging your influences to bring benevolence and wisdom into your power. Work in the spirit of collaboration to turn your friends into family and competitors into allies. Wow, pile 3, this is what's going on for you during the festive season. So I don't know if this is, I'm going to leave this open to you, to whether it's work related, whether it's family related, whether it's relationship related, whether it's new project related, whether it's travel related. There's a whole lot going on during this period, pile 3, and it's really, really positive. Let me just get one of these cards. There's such an element of remaining calm through this, remaining calm, thoughtful, and kind of leading the way. Immersion and intuition. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Khalil Gibran. I love Khalil Gibran's work. He does this amazing poem, and I think he's from the 17th century. He does this amazing poem that's all about doing things wholeheartedly. So it kind of says half a drink won't quench your thirst, half a meal won't satiate your hunger, half a journey won't get you to your destination, things like that. This is about going past what you know in your mind, going past ego elements, which, ego is used as a bad word quite a lot, but actually it's just the aspect of you that's trying to keep you safe, rising beyond that to this place of mystical calmness, the grace, to settle into the grace of who you are, the grace of now. And grace is, being in the energy of grace is such a special thing, and it's really hard to kind of define it until you actually practice it. And it's about being in this very moment, having trust, hope, and love in your heart, and allowing yourself to just be, and to observe all of this stuff going on. Observe what's happening within you, even, and just allow yourself to be open to the miracles and the majesty of the beautiful universe, is what we'll say. So now I feel it's the good time to read you what has been channeled from Jesus. So it says, be empowered, dear one. Open your heart, shine it up to the heavens, and make your voice loud. Speak your truth, knowing that only your judgment and that of heaven truly matters. Shine without shame or trepidation. You are whole, alive, reborn, and ready. Ready for all that life has to offer. Leave behind heartache and pain, and know that this is your time to stand tall, proud, and to be seen, heard, and shine the light of love from within you to as far as it will reach. And that is so far, dear love. Have no doubts. So, these are postcards that I've collected when I was a child, and the date isn't on this one, but some of the other ones of the other piles are from like 1995 and 1997, and this one actually says Happy Easter on it, which is interesting. Now what I did think was, if any of you actually want me to send this to you, we can always do like a little competition or something. You are welcome to write something nice in the comments, and and then I might contact you separately to get your address and send this to you, with like the intention of the fact that everybody who touches this can read it. So all along the postal service, they'll be able to read the message, and hopefully that'll have a positive impact on them. So if you want to be part of that exercise and to receive this, just let me know and I'll stick it in the post for you, and that will be a beautiful thing to do during the festive season, and hopefully will lift other people's hearts. Right, I want to get one more of these cards for you. Believe and trust. So, before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. That is the advice for you, Pile 3. What a beautiful card. Look at how there's a lot of magical, imaginative opening up to the miracles of the season. You know, this festive period. This is a timeless reading, but if you are watching it when I've released it and I've referred to the festive season, well, and at any point in life, really, we are surrounded by such beautiful, miraculous, like looking at all those stars in the sky and how many they are and how big the universe is. It's major, and you can shine your love upon all of that. So there's good things coming. Let's have a look at what the outcome cards are for you, Pile 3, to help you believe and trust a little more. Spirit, can I have 2 cards? I'm hoping that's going to fit in. Can I have 2 cards for Pile 3, please, for our Foxglove friend, so that they can have some insight of the potential outcome. Water Rat, focus on your vision. So that is what, as you go through things that might seem a bit scary, there is such light and joy and happiness on the other side, of the things that you might be experiencing that might be difficult. So just keep your eyes on, it's kind of reinforcing the believe and trust element of this. I want to get you another card and we're a bit short of space. Hold on. Get you one more card. Focus on the vision. Open. There's a lot about opening your heart, believing in miracles. Surrender to the moment. Yeah, and I think that's it. This wait and listen, and the earth pig, rest. Allow yourself to go with the flow of what's going on. Take your ego out of it. So let go of fears and worries and all those sorts of things, and just allow yourself to be sort of supported. And I think as you go through the experience of this festive season, you're going to find that you are supported, and that it's better to go with the flow. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of faith rising and opening up within you. You've gone through a huge change in which you need to release doubts, because your potential is huge, Pile 3, in a positive way. There's all this potential for all these things. The amount of pages you've got, it's all like new beginnings. It's like all the different versions of the Fool. And the Fool steps out into a new world with their heart open, with wonder and joy, in their being, so that they can experience the blessings of life. And that's kind of what's happening for you. There's a big shift here, and it's really positive, and an awful lot going on. But just sit in calmness with belief and trust. And if you want to work with me as a life coach, I utilize different psychological, spiritual, holistic NLP processes to change patterns from the past, to delve into your energy to see how we can support you to release any things from past lives, so that you can have hope and joy and happiness and more love in your future, whether that's more loving connections or a more loving life. You are welcome to work with me, and you can have a look at that on my website, which is www.foxglovecoaching.com, and there's a Let's Talk page. And if you don't know what you want, you can click on that I don't know what I want option, and we can have a conversation about how to work together. So thank you so much for watching today, Pal 3. If you did like this and it resonated, please click on like and subscribe, and I wish you all well and enjoy the festive season. Goodbye.